Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm back again for another Orange is the New Black segment. And this one is called My Favorite Characters of the Whole Show, all three seasons, because I haven't got to see the fourth one yet. You know what I mean? So here goes. On my favorite character, I love Pusey Washington. She's my favorite character because you know why I chose Pusey as my favorite character that I like? Because she's book smart, she's well read, she's educated, she is strong, she don't back down, and she makes liquor out of a toilet water and made it successful that she shares with her friends. She been through she been through everything, losing her mother, father in the military. She moved all around. And you wonder where her name Poussey came from? It came from a city named Poussey in France. So her name was French. And only thing that broke my heart about Poussey when she passed away when Bailey put his knee on her back and gave her an asphyxiation that compressed it to her chest, and she was, and you know Pusey is not a big girl, she's really skinny, and it pressed down on her back and caused her to suffocate and die. Screw you, Bailey. Even though you're a kid, but you didn't know no better. But you know what? You was caught in a moment. You was taking out orders, and you wasn't that bad of a kid. You was just a young kid, just without proper training because of the MCC. Number two, my favorite character is Red, Miss Galena Red Resnikoff. The reason I like Red at number two is because she backs down from nobody. She's strong. She's strong minded. She takes pride in the kitchen. She takes pride in the family. She was shunned by the other mob's wives, but you know what? She fought back at the end. And you know what? When she punched this episode called Tit Punch, when she punched that woman in a chest and they called her that ruptured breast implant, and her husband confronted Red about why he did that because I think her husband's a sissy because of he's over here trying to impress that guy, much to anybody's dismay, because he know he's a Russian mob, and then in order for him to pay that guy back for his wife's new breast implants by when the Russian mob guy Dmitri brought in all the brought in packages of stuff that's put in the freezer and it was revealed it was body parts. That's what led Red to her in her incarceration. Behind it, she keeps her hair red at all times. She never backs down. Love that woman. She never backs down. Number three, Miss Rosa. She was my favorite character. I love her to death on season one and two. Even though she said, even though it sucks she has cancer, but she said, I'm glad I have cancer because no one fucks with cancer. And she had cancer sometime now after everything she done went through in her life, been through two marriages, two guys she married to end up dying. Then she got incarcerated behind bank robbery, and she was in the max, moved up to camp. And she reappeared on season three for a short part when Caputo's first day on the job, when Healy was showing him around when he became a CO. When Caputo gave up his musician career to help a woman out that claimed she loves him, but she didn't love him at all. So and she said he didn't have to be there. But anyways, Miss Rosa was there. She had short brown hair in an orange inmate suit, knows the TV schedule, and she said blacks and Latinas get TV time separately, but she gets as much as she wants, and she has it on wrestling. Rest in peace, Miss Rosa. Miss Rosa. Her cause of death was suicide by crashing van in a quarry. So she wanted to end her life before the cancer due. She went out with the bang. She had a set of balls and she had a set of bronze. She don't back down. She's tough. And she don't take disrespectful and rudeness lightly. She don't like that. You be polite to her and you respect her. Number four, Miss Anita. Miss Anita was the nicest woman when she came to prison. She was when she first came to prison, she came with Red and V. that on the first night in prison, incarcerated in a prison, Miss Anita suffered a heart attack and was rushed to the hospital. They stopped the heart attack. Now she had to sleep with a CPAP thing. She had to sleep with a CPAP now. And so that's what goes down to it. She's a nice lady. When Piper returned to Litchfield from Chicago, she was put back in that room for newbies, temporary stay until she get reassigned to a new bunk. Miss Anita welcomed her back with open arms, hugged Piper and everything, because she really loved the Piper. Number 5, Sophia Brissett. She is a 6-foot woman. She's a transgender. She can do hair. She can do makeup, and she knows how to enter. She is really, really, really book smart, like Piper. Real read, well minded. But she went going through hard to be accepted because she was a man that was a firefighter, and he was married to Crystal, and that's when they had their son Michael. Then Michael got a little older. Sophia kind of felt down because when she was a man by the name of Marcus, that when she transitioned, that he wanted to be a woman, and paying all those credit cards to pay for her reassessment surgeries, much to Michael's dismay. And that little shithead called the cops on her and had her arrested. On season 1, she had long brown wig, and she took liking to Piper's hair. Then season 2, she's still the same as she was. Then towards the end of season 2, she cut her wig short to the shoulder length instead of down here to the back length, but she cut it to a shoulder length. Season 3, this is when Sophia went down because of the tensions between her and Gloria Mendoza behind her 2 troublemaking sons. Because Gloria sees Benito every weekend. When it's visitation on the weekends, she brings him up here. Sophia's wife bring him and Michael up here so they can visit. And them 2 little chumps act bad. So basically, all due respect, Michael and Benito need their asses whooped bad. Since they want to act bad, let somebody show them bad. And because of that, Michael acted out to the point that he punched that kid in his eye and made that kid almost lose his eye. And Benny ran and refuses to Gloria. But then when them 2 got into an argument in the bathroom, when Gloria pushed Sophia in the sink, Sophia pushed Gloria right into the wall and made her have that black eye. And that's when Aleda plotted revenge by spreading transphobic rumors about Sophia being a man. And that's what causes everybody in the prison to turn against Sophia. Even her own friends left Sophia an outcast. Then these 3 inmates showed up, want to see Sophia's private parts, and Sophia refused to see it, and they attacked her. And Sophia is really strong because due to her 6-foot frame. And she was outnumbered 3-1, and then that's when the new guard came in, the new CO came in, you know what I'm saying? Came right on up in, saw the whole thing. Instead of de-escalating the situation, she made it worse, running off to Caputo. And Sophia suddenly was on the ground. And next thing you know, they showed Sophia on the next part, battered and bruised. She was bloodied, she was bruised. She had scars on her face and her forehead. Then when she told Caputo that she want that CO Psychowitz fired due to no training. And since Caputo refuses to fire her, she threatened when her incarceration is up, she's going to take Litchfield Penitentiary to court, and she will sue him. Then it is revealed MCC made Caputo put Sophia in the shoe, claiming for her fucking protection. And it wasn't. It was just as punishment just to keep Sophia from suing him. Then it's revealed on season 4, Sophia was in the shoe throughout the whole season. Then episode 12, that's when they finally let her out. So basically, that's my first 5. Then number 6, Pennsatucky, because she had me laughing sometimes because she was first 2 seasons, she was a religious nutcase with bad teeth because due to meth. Then after season 2, before end of season, let me take that back. Before end of season 1, that's when her and Piper got into that fight. And that's when Piper blacked out and beat up Pennsatucky to the bloody pulp where she knocked half her teeth out. Second season, they both were in SEG, and she was in SEG for longer than Piper because Piper was taken out of SEG due to goddamn removed for that court in Chicago and had to go to that detention center. And Pennsatucky got out of SEG. Pennsatucky's teeth was worse than it was before because half of it was knocked out, and they paid in a prison paid for the oral surgeon, which I don't understand. The prison in the DOC paid for Pennsatucky's oral surgery to get her new teeth, but they won't pay for Miss Rose's surgery to keep her alive from that cancer. That's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's some bullshit. But anyways, moving on. Number 8 is Tasty, because Tasty is tough. She's book smart, and she knows how to stay out of situations when it matters the most. But only thing I did not like about Tasty in season 2, when she suddenly fall back into V's charms when V started doing business in the prison, caused a strain between her and Poussey, and that's what caused him Tasty to act bad and mean and aggressive because she was under V's spell. And that's when her and Poussey got into that argument in the library and wound up, she had a change of heart and picked up Poussey and gave her a hug and apologized and never shedding tears. That was a good moment because of Poussey been trying to tell Tasty, V is not who she really is. You should know that. She's just using y'all to do her bidding so she can make the money and y'all can go to SEG. Because she already put Janae Watson in SEG already. Janae already went to SEG twice. That's her second time in the SEG. But number 8, Black Cindy. She's bubbly. She's outgoing, outspoken. Always had these big puff balls. And she shirks responsibilities, but she knows how to get the crowd going, get them to laugh. Number 9, Stella Carlin. Not only she's a badass chick with tattoos, but she's really, really nice, and she's really, really cool and laid back. And she took liking into Piper and actually helped her with the panty business until she stole the money and admitted it to Piper, and Piper got mad, and Piper plotted revenge, planted contraband in that woman's bunk and got that woman thrown in the max 2 days before she was getting ready for her release from prison. Because of that, now she got to stay in prison a little bit longer because once you get sent down to max, that means your time has been extended. And number 10 is Susan Warren, aka Crazy Eyes. Everybody thinks she's kind of, but you know what? She's really, really not what you think she is when she's crazy. She is really, really smart. Really smart with literature. She wrote her own stories, even though it was too graphic and too sexual. But it was a hit. Everybody wanted her to keep writing them stories because it was entertaining, including Poussey. Suzanne had a backstory that she was raised in a wealthy family because she was adopted. And then I saw this on YouTube on season 4. Her second backstory is when she was living with her little sister Grace and her boyfriend for a while. When Grace and her boyfriend decided to leave town for the weekend and left Crazy Eyes at home by herself, she befriended a little boy at a park named Dylan. Brought him to the apartment, played video games. The boy got scared. He freaked out. He tried to run from her, and she told him, "You don't run from your friends." He called 911 and said it was a kidnapping. Fell out of the fire escape and fell to his death. That's what led Suzanne to penitentiary. That's why it's revealed on season 3 when she was flying that kite down the hall because she was going to go outside and play with the little kids. But then Healy told her that she's not allowed to interact with kids because of what happened to that little boy, which It's sad that she can't interact with nobody. That's my top 10 Orange is the New Black characters that I really, really like. Subscribe or watch the show, because I ain't doing no spoilers. I'm just telling you who I like. It's all gravy.